In the badlands of Argentine Patagonia, roughly 71 million years ago, a predator walked the earth unlike anything that had come before or would come after it. It had the horns of a bull, the jaws of an assassin, and arms so small they were nearly useless. Paleontologists would come to call it the meat-eating bull, Carnotaurus sastrei. This is its story, told entirely through the fossilized bones it left behind.
In 1984, Argentine paleontologist José Bonaparte led an expedition into the La Colonia formation of Chubut province in southern Argentina. What his team uncovered was extraordinary. A single, remarkably complete skeleton, catalogued today as the holotype specimen MACN-CH894, housed at the Museo Argentino de Ciencias Naturales in Buenos Aires. The skeleton included a nearly complete skull, most of the vertebral column, a partial pelvis, and, most famously, long stretches of fossilized skin impressions still attached to the body. This was, and remains, one of only a handful of large theropod dinosaur skeletons ever found with direct evidence of its skin texture preserved in place.
Bonaparte formally described and named the animal in 1985. The genus name, Carnotaurus, comes from the Latin carno, meaning flesh, and taurus, meaning bull, a direct reference to the two thick horns jutting from above its eyes. The species name, sastrei, honors Angel Sastrei, the rancher on whose land the fossil was discovered.
The skull of Carnotaurus is arguably its most distinctive feature. Two robust, blunt horns rise from the post-orbital bones directly above each eye socket. No other well-known large theropod carries horns quite like these, positioned like a bull's rather than the small crests of a Tyrannosaurus or the paired ridges of an Allosaurus. CT scans and bone texture studies conducted on the holotype skull suggest these horns were reinforced by a network of internal bone struts, strong enough to withstand lateral stress. This has led researchers to propose that Carnotaurus may have used its head in combat, potentially headbutting or shoving rivals of its own species, similar to modern bighorn sheep, rather than relying on the horns purely for display.
The skull itself is unusually short and deep compared to most large predatory dinosaurs, giving it an almost bulldog-like profile. Biomechanical studies published by researcher Emily Rayfield and colleagues estimated that despite this short face, Carnotaurus could deliver an extremely rapid bite. Its jaw was built more for speed and slashing than for the crushing power seen in tyrannosaurs. Its teeth were small compared to its skull, blade-like and curved backward, tools for slicing flesh rather than crushing bone, supporting the idea that Carnotaurus likely hunted using quick, repeated bites rather than a single bone-crushing strike. Perhaps the strangest feature of Carnotaurus lies just behind its skull, its forelimbs. Even more reduced than the famously stubby arms of Tyrannosaurus rex, the arms of Carnotaurus were tiny, with a shortened humerus and 4 small digits that could barely have reached its own mouth. Unlike tyrannosaurs, which retained 2 functional fingers, Carnotaurus had 4 digits, though they were so reduced that scientists debate whether they served any real function at all. Some researchers suggest the arms may have played a minor role in mating displays or balance, but there's no clear evidence they were used in hunting or feeding. This extreme reduction in forelimb size, evolving independently in Carnotaurus and in the tyrannosaurs on opposite ends of the world, is a striking example of convergent evolution. Two unrelated lineages of giant predators arriving at a similar solution as their skulls grew more specialized as the primary hunting weapon.
Below that oddly proportioned upper body, Carnotaurus possessed remarkably long, slender hind limbs. The tibia was notably longer relative to the femur than in most large theropods, a proportion strongly associated with cursorial or running-adapted animals. In a widely cited 2011 study, paleontologist Gregory Paul and later biomechanical analyses by researchers including Bruno Persons estimated that Carnotaurus may have reached speeds upward of 50 kilometers per hour, making it one of the fastest large predatory dinosaurs identified through skeletal proportion analysis. Supporting this, the tail of Carnotaurus was reinforced by long bony extensions called caudal ribs and ossified tendons, creating an unusually rigid tail base. This rigidity would have helped stabilize the animal's center of mass while running at speed, acting almost like a counterbalance pole. The tail's stiffness, combined with a light, hollow-boned torso, paints a picture of an animal built less like the heavily muscled ambush predators of North America and more like a lightweight, high-speed pursuit hunter of the open Patagonian floodplains. What makes the Carnotaurus holotype scientifically priceless isn't just the bones, it's the skin. Large patches of fossilized skin impressions were preserved along the tail, flanks, and torso, giving paleontologists something exceedingly rare: direct evidence of what a giant theropod's skin actually looked like. The skin impressions reveal that Carnotaurus was covered in small, non-overlapping bumps called osteoderms, arranged in irregular rows, with larger, cone-shaped studs running down the midline of the back and tail. Notably, there is no evidence of feathers anywhere on the preserved skin, supporting the idea that some large theropod lineages, particularly abelisaurids, retained fully scaled skin rather than evolving feather coverings. This scaly, studded hide, combined with its long legs and short arms, has made Carnotaurus one of the most instantly recognizable dinosaurs in modern paleoart and popular reconstructions. Carnotaurus belongs to a family of theropods called Abelisauridae, a group that thrived primarily on the southern landmasses that once made up the ancient supercontinent Gondwana, modern-day South America, Africa, India, and Madagascar. Close relatives include Abelisaurus, for which the family is named, and Aucasaurus, another Argentine abelisaurid discovered in the early 2000s that shares a similarly compact skull and reduced arms. While tyrannosaurs dominated the northern hemisphere at the very end of the Cretaceous, abelisaurids like Carnotaurus filled the equivalent apex predator role across the southern continents. A striking case of two very different dinosaur lineages evolving towards similar ecological niches on opposite sides of the planet. The Lacalonia Formation, where the single known Carnotaurus skeleton was unearthed, represents a mosaic of tidal flats, floodplains, and coastal wetlands dating to the Campanian-Maastrichtian stages of the Late Cretaceous, roughly 71 to 69 million years ago. Fossils from this formation also include titanosaur sauropods, turtles, crocodiliforms, and early mammals,
suggesting Carnotaurus shared its environment with a range of potential prey, from smaller reptiles to juvenile long-necked giants. Its speed and slicing bite would have made it well-suited to chasing down agile prey across open, semi-arid terrain.
Remarkably, in the 4 decades since its discovery, no second skeleton of Carnotaurus sastrei has ever been found. Everything scientists know about this animal, its horns, its arms, its skin, its speed, comes from a single specimen, MACN-CH894. This makes Carnotaurus both extraordinarily well understood in some respects, thanks to its exceptional preservation, and still surrounded by open questions in others, since paleontologists cannot yet compare it against a second individual to test for individual variation.
Carnotaurus sastrei remains one of paleontology's most singular finds, a lightly built, long-legged, horn-headed predator that broke almost every rule of what a giant meat-eating dinosaur was expected to look like. Its tiny arms, its bull-like horns, and its scaly, spike-studded hide all come from one extraordinary skeleton pulled from the Patagonian rock in 1984 that continues to reshape how we picture the predators of the ancient southern world. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more evidence-based dinosaur documentaries like this one, subscribe for the next episode in this series.